Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be capping like a snitch, no thoughts, one stand, two hoes, 10 toes.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas Kevin the Cut, and it's been a while. This is the last time I posted a video, and that video is archived now, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. But today is a story time episode, and an episode just to catch up with y'all. You know, I'm gonna start doing story time videos and stuff like that. So today's story is how I broke my car. Like it's over with for her. Like I haven't even named her. That's the sad part. I haven't named my Mustang either. But so for reference, I have a 2015 Hyundai Sonata, and that was my daily. You know what I drove up here to school. Oh, I should really do that, huh? Well, I'll do that later. But I wasn't talking about this right now. So that's what I drove up to school with, you know. Had for a long time before that, you know. It was the daily. It only has like 100,000 some miles on there. But it's all good. So, me and my friends that I met at school up here. For y'all don't know, I go to Lincoln Tech in Nashville, Tennessee. Yay! But I go to Nashville school up here, so I'm learning mechanical engineering for high performance vehicles, in case y'all didn't know. But yeah, so basically we went after school to go to the mall. You know, I was chill. We had picked up his brother. I was chill. My car was acting cool and whatnot. But wait, before that, let me go back to the day before. So this was Monday. Sunday, I was about to say Saturday. Sunday, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, my car had this on weird. It's done this before, but it's like, it just shuts off in the middle of shuts off. I don't know why, but it did. And so I was driving, I took a turn. I can't tell you how I took the turn, but I took a turn, right? And basically the car had shut off. It was being weird. And so I had came to a stop, cut the car off, and cut it back on, and it was acting normal. There was no noise, there was nothing. It was just normal. It was just like, okay, it's done this before. So I was like, oh, it's just something it did before. I was like meaning to get it checked out, but I never had time to. So back to Monday. After school let out around 1:20, 1:25, 2 o'clock, well, like 1:30, me and my friends went to go pick up his brother from school. So we went to go pick up his brother. You know, it was all good. It was vibes. We listened to music, vibed out. Then I got on the interstate, trying to get up to highway speeds. My car wouldn't shift for some reason. I was like, bro, what is going on? Why is my car not shifting? And I was like, bro, you see this? He was like, yeah, it's not shifting. I was like, I don't know. It was being weird, but we got to the mall. Nothing was wrong besides that. And then we went to the mall, had a fun time in the mall. My friend got this Kevin Bauer or whatever dude play for the Tennessee Titans, and they're trash. I'm sorry. My favorite football team is the Falcons. Yeah. You know how we blew that 28-3 lead? We're not talking about that. Please don't roast me in the comments. But yes, the Falcons is my favorite team. But that's not the point. And then he went to go get a game from GameStop. We tried some hot sauce. I have some hot sauce. Oh, I gotta make a YouTube video with that. I'm gonna try it again for y'all and let y'all see me suffer. But yeah, so we had to try some hot sauce. He got some candy apples for his mom and dad. His mom really and himself. I was like, cool. And then we all meet back up and then we leave because he had to go to work. So on the way to take him to his job, on the way to the highway, I was like, yo, do you hear some ticking? Like, no, not ticking, knocking. Like somebody was knocking on my car, like on the hood or something. And He was like, yeah, I hear that. I was like, you know what we do? It sounds like this. We cut the music up because yeah, that's expensive. And so, like I said, we cut the music up for a little while, and then it got louder. As soon as I was like tapping the gas, it got louder. I was like, bro, what is this? And so on the way there, we was put some instrumentals on, start rapping over beats. I was roasting on mugs, no cap. And we finally got to a job. I had checked my oil. So I was like, okay, that's probably why it's tripping. No, I'm missing something. Before we was getting to his job, my car. No, this was after. Nah, it was both. Okay, so before I was getting to my job, right? Before he was getting to his job, I'm tripping. My car kept shut off again. I was like, bro, what is this? Why is it doing this? This is so weird. And we finally got to his job. It took us like way longer than it's supposed to because we took the long way. We could have went downtown. I probably would have been fine if I went downtown instead of going on the interstate, but who knows? Whatever happens, happens. So we did that, right? We finally got to his job. I checked my oil. My oil was low. I was like, cool. Let me see how much the oil change is, or if I can just get some oil in my vehicle, right? So when we soon pulled up, my car kept shutting off. Every time I cut it on, it would just immediately shut off and die. I was like, bro, what is going on? Why is my car doing this? And I was like, bro, this is weird as hell. So we finally put some oil in the car. I was like, cool. It finally evened out where it would stay idling and wouldn't die with the air on. At this time, we didn't think it was nothing with the doing with the air. I didn't think it was having to do something with the air, or I thought it was like the AC belt like slipping or some type of belt slipping, right? Because I didn't know. But on the way back, the car would run. It was doing what it's supposed to, but it was not working correctly, as you probably know. And every time I hit the gas, the knocking sound would go louder. It would be louder and faster. And I was like, bro, what is this? And I was like, in my head, I was like, please don't let this be a blown engine. Because I don't have money for this, bro. I am a broke college student. Brody. I still got to go to work. I still got to pay payments on this car. It only has 100,000. Bro, I was stressing in my head, no cap. It's like, basically the whole way back, there was no music, just knocking. And every time I hit the gas, I was like, bro. And then, like, sometimes when we come to the lights for a complete stop, the car was shut off. I was like, bro, what is going on? So we were probably about 10 minutes away from the school. The car went, boop. It was over with. It didn't want to start. It didn't want to cut on. It didn't want to stay running. I was like showing my friend, like, bro, when I cut the air on, this is exactly what happened. I was showing him when I cut the air on, the car starts, the idle starts to vary. It starts to go up and go down and go up and go down. And I had cut it back off, and I was like, oh yeah, see, it's normal now. I was like, it's probably like the AC belt or something like that. But no, and my fault. I'm kind of sick at the moment. But it wasn't. All right. So I showed him one more time. He was like, cut it on again? I was like, bet. I cut it on, and it died. And I cut it off. I was like, okay, let me just restart it real quick. It didn't cut back on. Now I'm over here like, damn, my car is not starting. Why is it not starting? Please cut back on. And I was over here like panicking-ish. Like, in my head I was panicking, but in person, you was like, oh, you chilling. Like, I was like, why is the car not cutting on? In my head, I was going crazy, bro. Because I was like, bro, please. Because in my head, I already knew what it was, but I didn't want to say it. Because, you know, whatever you say comes to life. Whatever you manifest comes to fruition sometimes, you know? So I was like, please don't be this. Please don't be it. And there we are, stuck on the side of the road, 5 minutes from school. I'm like sad. But we had pushed the car into this parking lot. We hit a Lexus. Like, we didn't damage it or nothing. We just hit the Lexus. All right, it was like a baby hit because we have to push it. So it's not like we were driving and I was like, nah, it was like a little baby hit. So we pushed it back, got it off the Lexus, and pushed it in a parking spot. Opened the hood, checked the oil, tried starting it a few times, wouldn't start, and boom, we were there waiting on his dad because I was like, his dad's a mechanic, so he called his dad. I called Caleb, my roommate. I think he called me. I don't remember how exactly I think he called me. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, because I posted, okay. I know how that happened. Because I had posted in Snapchat and he saw on my Snapchat, I was like, guess what, guys? Guess who has a balloon? Guess who's broke down on the side of the road? Me. I didn't say that yet. I didn't say I had blown motor. I was like, guess who has broke down on the side of the road? And I was like, me. And so my friends replied to my story or whatnot. And he called me. He was like, oh, are you good? You need some help? I was like, yeah, I'm broke down on the side of the road. If you want, because he has a truck. If you want, you can try to tow me back to school. But he was talking to his dad, and his dad was coming out here. Before Caleb got here, his dad was here. So his dad tried to check it out. He asked me, did the car have oil in it before? I was like, yeah, it had some oil on the dipstick. It wasn't full, but it wasn't empty either. It wasn't completely dry. And he was like, all right, cool. Tried to start it and looked at the engine, but he didn't have his tools with him, so he really couldn't diagnose what the engine was going on, right? So at that point in time, we were just, because I had told him, yeah, my roommate coming, he about to tell me back down to school. And he was like, bet. So that gives me time to go get my tools and come back to see what's going on with your car. And I was like, cool. So and then he was like, yeah, I'm going to leave Zay with you, my friend that we was with. And he's going to be with you, and I'll be back. And I was like, cool. So my roommate finally showed up about like maybe 10, 15 minutes later after that. Maybe not even that. And so after that, after that, we pushed the car out the parking spot, pushed it on the sidewalk into another parking lot where he can get in front of me, and then tow me out to school. So cool, boom, we did that, right? He had a metal chain rope, like a metal chain, and a ratchet strap. I was like, cool. Let me see where we can tie this down at so we can drag my broke car back to school. So I couldn't find the frame, the frame of the car, so I put it on the tire rod. Yeah, something, I forgot what it's called. But I put it on that, the ratchet strap and the metal chain. The metal chain came loose immediately, so he was like, we'll scrap that idea. And then the ratchet strap, I put it on there, it was tight. And he started pulling me, cool. We got to this little intersection, and the ratchet strap broke. And I was like, fudge! I'm not gonna cuss like that. And I was like, bro, this is so effy. Like, if you know me, you know my favorite word, but like, this is so, And I was like, bro, this cannot be happening right now. So he had to go back to class because the teacher had let him get out early, or let him come to help me to get me back to school, because thinking it would probably just take not too long to get back to school, because I was like 5 minutes from school, right? And he was like, I gotta go. So I was like, it's all good. Thank you for your help, though. Deep down inside, bro, I was breaking down crying. Like, I was trying not to cry like show it, but I was so sad, bro. Like, after he left, maybe about like 2-3 minutes later, I just started crying. I had to call my mom. I was on the phone with my mom crying, bro. I hate crying. If you know me, I hate crying. So when you see me crying, that means there is something, like, it is a lot to make me cry, I swear. And it's like, bro, I was so sad, bro, because I already knew what it was, and I just didn't want to believe it. And like I said, I was crying. I had called my mom. I was like, I couldn't even talk to my mom. I had to give the phone to Zay. Zay was explaining the situation to her and everything, and she was trying to calm me down. It was like, bro, I was a wreck, bro. Had like 36 different emotions going on. Couldn't even figure out what I wanted to say, what I wanted to do, bro. So, where we was at, we was in the middle. It was kind of like in the road and out the road at the same time, right? So, me and Zay had to move the car because we didn't want to be in the road no more. So, he had called his brother, or I think his cousin, one of the two. And his brother or cousin showed up and helped us push the car into the parking lot. And we put parking to a spot. And cool. We parked into a spot. He was talking to his brother or cousin or his dad at this time. I don't remember who it was. Oh, no. Somebody, look, if you didn't have faith in America, there is still some faith. So I retract that statement. His brother or cousin did not show up yet. We had to push the car out the road. So this random dude who was at work had showed up. He was like, hey, you need some help pushing the car? I was like, yes, please, bro. And so he came help us, pushed up a little hill. It was the babyest hill, but we could not. It was hard, bro. And we pushed it up the hill, got into the parking spot, and I was like, cool. We was there for like 10 minutes. And then, like I said, I called his brother's cousin. His brother or cousin showed up. He went inside to a piece of place, got a cup of water, and I was like, cool. And I was like, let me see something. Cut the car on. It started. I was like, bet. We about to try to push this mug to the school real quick. So, for me to keep the car from dying, right, and for how to get my car in reverse and neutral and park and all that, you have to hit the brake. So, I was hitting the brake and the gas at the same time to keep RPMs up for the engine when it died. Bro, I don't know how I have to tell you this, but if I had a sports car, I would have been doing burnouts. So basically, I had to hit the brake, hit the gas at the same time, and pull the the shift knob to get it in the reverse thing so we can get up out of there. So I was fighting with that for a second. I finally got in the reverse. Boom. I was trying to put it in the drive. It died. I was like, damn. All right, let me start it up again. It started up. I was like, okay, cool. So after that, I was hitting the brake and gas. Slowly letting off. Well, I was hitting the brake and put it in drive. Slowly letting off the brake, and the car jumped and we was moving. I was like, cool. So we moved up out the road into the road. There was traffic, so I had to wait for that. So I had to hit the brake and hold the gas. So as I was doing that, I saw it clearing. I was like, bet. I tried to make it up out of that. It had no power. Like, it had power to move, but as soon as we got onto the road and tried to go, it died and went out on to start again. I was like, bruh. So now we got to move this car back up this hill. And by this time, his brother or cousin, like I said, I don't know which one it was, had showed up. And so we just pushed the car back up the hill, set it there until his dad showed up. Boom. His dad showed up about 10. Nah, it was about a good 30, about a good 15, 20, 25 minutes. His dad finally showed up. So I was like, bet. In my head, I was so devastated, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, give me some weak. But I was like, bro, I can't even do it, bro. I was like, I already had my cry session, and me and my friends was like talking about going downtown that night. And he had asked me, you still want to go downtown? I was like, yes, we're still going downtown. You think just because my car is broken, I'm not about to get up out the house? Yes, we're going, and we're going tomorrow. Yes, that's facts. Like, that's the crazy part about it. But then his dad came, hooked us up, hooked to the right spot on the frame of the car. And he had a smaller truck than my roommate. And he pulled me all the way to school. Finally got to school, got to the overflow parking lot where my vehicle is parked at the moment, and said, oh yeah, he hooked up his OBD sensor. It's a little sensor that reads the engine module, like to understand what is going on with the car, like if you warning codes or anything like that. Yeah, I said, oh yeah, the timing's off. It's retarded. So if it's retarded, that means I think it's slower than what it's supposed to be. I forget exactly. And I just learned this not too long ago. But I've been learning about it. It's just like, it's slipping my mind. So yeah, the engine restarted. I was like, oh, cool. So that means it's just a little delayed, right? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, so we can fix that, right? He was like, yeah. And then so he was like, all right, so I'm gonna go check the sensor right quick. So he pulled the sensor out, and he was like, you see that right there? I was like, yeah, I see that. I was like, that's metal, huh? He was like, yup. I was like, that's metal. He's like, yeah. I was like, bro, it's over. In my head, I was like, bro, it's over with for this engine. It's done. It's like, it's complete. It's over. And I was like, bro, no, man. I cannot. So, yeah, I checked it. Verify what we were talking about. Verify what I was saying to myself this whole time. And he said, the engine is blown up on the bottom. So the bottom of the engine, you have the top side and you have the bottom. Top is where your valves would be at, and valve stems, valve, all that, right? Your headers, all that. Your bottom side of the engine, your bearings, your camshaft, your crankshaft, like all that. And so something on the bottom of the engine is broken, and it's causing the engine to knock. You cannot drive this vehicle no more. It is done and over with. So after that, I had to call my mom, tell her. She was like, it's crazy. But good thing all that is, life lesson. Please keep oil in your vehicle. It doesn't matter if you see oil on a dipstick and it's just a tad. Just put oil in your car, because you don't want to be in a situation like me. I had oil in it, but it wasn't enough to keep everything lubricated and not for it to break. Cool. Keep oil in your vehicle, please, for you wouldn't be like me. But also, don't buy a Honda Sonata, because those have like 80 different recalls. Yeah, like 80 of them. I'm gonna go find an engine recall, for I can get my engine for free. Because you got me bent if I'm about to pay $2,500 for a new engine. But that's basically the story of how I blew up my car engine. So, I hope y'all rock with me. I hope y'all stick around and see me post more, because I'm going to try to be more consistent with it and try to upload more. So, please stick with me. It's your boy Kevin the Cut. I hope y'all enjoy my videos. Coming soon. Also, another story time coming soon too. Leave a like and some comments down, and I'll tell you about my experiences so far in college and the people I met. Love y'all. See y'all. Peace and love. Have a good one.